Bad dad jokes from me to you. Little Johnny was sitting on the pavement stuffing all of his Halloween candy into his mouth. An elderly lady came over and said, "Sonny, eating too much candy will make you ill." "My grandpa lived to be 100, he replied. "Wow, but did you eat 20 candy bars in a single setting?" "Nope," said Johnny, but he minded his own damn business. Bad dad jokes. A Briton walks up to the immigration counter at a Sydney airport. The officer asks, "Do you have any felony convictions?" The Briton replies, "I'm sorry, I didn't realize that was still a requirement." I'm here all week. Hey, do you want to hear a joke? Little Johnny's dad goes out and buys a robot that smacks people when they're lying. So he decides he's going to try it out at the dinner table that night. So at dinner time, he turns to little Johnny and asks, "What did you do today?" Little Johnny says, "I did nothing, but homework." The robot smacks him on the back of the head. He says, Okay, I was watching a movie." His dad says, "Oh, what kind of movie were you watching?" He says, "I was watching Shrek." The robot smacks him on the back of the head. He says, Okay, I was watching a rated R movie." Johnny's dad says, "Eesh, when I was your age, I didn't even know what a rated R movie was." The robot smacks him on the head. His mom smiles and says, "He sure is your son." And the robot smacks her on the back of the head. Bad dad jokes from me to you. A teacher wrote the sentence on the blackboard, "I ain't had no fun in months." "How can I correct this?" she asked. "Get a new boyfriend," little Johnny yelled. Bad dad jokes. Yes, it's back. At a party, a young wife moaned to her husband, "That's the 4th time you've gone back for ice cream and cake. Doesn't it embarrass you?" "Why should it?" answered her husband. "I keep telling them it's for you." How many of you have blamed your partners? Bad dad jokes. Here we go again. Brenda and Terry are going out for the evening. The last thing they do is put their cat out. The taxi arrives, and as the couple walk out the house, the cat scoots on back in. Terry returns inside to chase it out. Brenda, not wanting it to be known that the house would be empty, explains to the taxi driver, "My husband is just going upstairs to say goodbye to my mother." Several minutes later, an exhausted Terry arrives and climbs back into the taxi, saying, "Sorry I took so long. The stupid idiot was hiding under the bed, and I had to poke her with a coat hanger several times before I could get her to come out." I'm cringing for us both, I'm sorry. Bad dad jokes on a frosty morning. Paula, her mother, was anxiously awaiting her daughter Janet's plane to land. Janet had just come back from abroad, trying to find adventure during her gap year. As Janet was exiting the plane, Paula noticed a man directly behind her daughter, dressed in feathers with exotic markings all over his body, and carrying a shrunken head. Janet introduced this man as her new husband. Paula gasped out loud in disbelief and disappointment and screamed, "I said for you to marry a rich doctor! A rich doctor!" They just get worse. Bad dad jokes to make you cringe. Robert went to his lawyer and said, "I would like to make a will, but I don't know exactly how to go about it." The lawyer smiled at Robert and replied, "Not a problem. Leave it all to me." Robert looked somewhat upset and said, "Well, I knew you were going to take a big portion, but I'd like to leave a little bit to my family too." Cringeworthy, I know. Bad dad jokes. An extra one because I didn't do it yesterday. If you're an American and you walk into the bathroom, and you're an American when you come out of the bathroom, what are you when you're in the bathroom? European. Oh, that was so bad. It's that time again. Bad dad jokes. A pair of cows were talking in a field. One says, have you heard about the mad cow disease that's going around? Yeah, said the other cow. Makes me glad I'm a penguin.